Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Welcome to more of our atmospheric playthrough of the Silent Hill games. It should be our last go-round on Silent Hill 2. 3. My bad. We're doing 2 next. We're doing 2 in November for the series that we said was going to happen entirely in September. Whatever.
Sorry.
The point is...
We also had to fuck with our PS2 was giving us a scare.
Yeah, for a while there it wasn't reading the memory card, which definitely would have put a downer on this night. Last time we had gone through the hospital, met Leonard Wolf, Claudia's father, killed him. The very difficult to see and creepy hospital. Vincent told us to go to the amusement park. Said it was a long way away, but closer than heaven. Ah, Vincent, you're so funny. And now we're immediately in the otherworld version of the amusement park, and we're hating it. Let's get started, shall we? What the hell is this? I feel like I'd catch something nasty if I touched it. I really better not mess with it. Not that I especially want to. This must be some gadget to control the roller coaster. I don't know how to make it work though. Power switch on the left-hand side. So we could not do this in a dream before, so now we've actually turned the coaster off, so it should be safe to walk along the rails. Well, it was a nice thought anyways.
I hired you to find the girl, and you performed serviceably. What is it now?
You lied to me about Heather, lady. I don't like being used.
Lie? What lie?
That Heather was kidnapped from you.
But it's true. She was originally one of us. That man, Harry Mason, stole her away and kept her hidden from us.
Yeah, but she says she was happy.
She was brainwashed by him, deceived, because her true self had not yet awoken. She carries God within her. But when a lesser Mother of God truly awakens,
Yeah? What's gonna happen?
she will usher in the eternal paradise.
What kind of place is that?
A place with no pain, no hunger, no sickness, no old age. There will be no greed or war, and all will live by God's grace alone.
No this, no that, no nothing. A paradise? For castrated sheep, maybe. Sounds pretty boring.
I pity you. You still don't understand. You're going to kill me? Is it really so easy for you?
I've done it before.
Then I truly do pity you.
Nothing written on it. Probably supposed to have the ride's wait time on it or something. It's a popcorn wagon. Nothing pretty interesting about it, but this popcorn doesn't look right. I don't think I'll be having any. But then again, I wouldn't eat anything else here either.
Fine.
Heather constantly reaffirming her unwillingness to eat food from another world. Be smart.
Including bread.
I mean,
Bread.
it's bread.
So, coming up is a kind of a difficult part. We may have to retry it several times, so be prepared for that.
It's a bit of an unforgiving part of the game, but we'll hopefully get through it first try.
Welcome to the Borley Haunted Mansion. We're so glad you came. Please come inside and look around. When you feel you're ready, then go through the door. Help! Help! Do you hear those voices? A family of 4 was sliced into bloody pieces in this room. Oh, the cries of the children. The murderer was caught. Do you know why he said he killed his family? Because I felt I had to! Anyway, I'm lying. It's all just a joke. I wanted to scare you, that's all. The truth is, only one person died. By suicide. That's Danny. A quiet young man, but quite friendly as you can see. He was so eager to meet you. His hometown is New Orleans, but he came here after first losing his way. Oh, maybe you might know. Where is the path to heaven? This mansion is quite old, so please watch your step. Sometimes the floor suddenly gives way, and beneath the floor, there's nothing. I'm so sorry. This place is just falling apart. The mechanism is broken, you see. It wasn't supposed to stop there, I assure you.
Yes, that the body falling from the ceiling did scare the shit out of me the first time I played this. But on the hardest difficulty, when the ceiling drops down, it drops down a little bit lower, and you have to be able to crouch to avoid it.
It's a function
it will
you
kill you.
probably didn't even know you could do in the game. In fact, I don't even
Shoulder
actually.
buttons?
Yeah, how do I crouch?
Hang on.
I've completely forgotten how to crouch.
There's an ad for Lament of Innocence on the back of the manual. Controls, page 6. I have not looked at this. R2?
R2 goes into the ready stance.
Where? I don't think... I can't find anything way to crouch.
Huh. Well,
Huh.
Good thing we're not on hard mode, I guess.
Yep.
Anyways, oh boy.
Here comes the fun part. Hey, look.
There's the exit. I hope you enjoyed your tour. Please come back anytime. Or if you'd prefer, we could come and visit you instead. That was supposed to be the exit, but it seems that no one wants you to leave. Everyone really likes you. They want you to stay with them forever. I have to agree with them. Don't be afraid. Die.
First try.
Also, yes, the camera angles make that a pain in the ass. Oh my god.
Well, we've got a moment here. I wanted to do this before we went any further and found another item. You can actually completely play the entire game and not read Harry's notebook, but let's go ahead and do that. I hope this will never come to any use. Maybe it's better if you never know. But more than anything else, I fear the possibility of your going away, far from here, far from me. But sometimes we have to tell the truth. That's why I'm writing this, before I'm lost in death and oblivion. What happened back then? That was something to do with who you are. It all started 24 years ago. Coming back from a vacation, my wife and I found a baby on the side of the highway. Since we were childless, we thanked God for letting us meet this child, this girl. We took her home. 3 years later, my wife died. Another 4 years later, 17 years ago, I came to Silent Hill. I heard the girl's pleas and took her with me, not knowing why she wanted to go there. It was there that the girl went away. Not that she actually went anywhere, nor did she die. Returned to her original self. That's what Dahlia Gillespie said. Original self was the young woman burned by her mother as a sacrifice to God, Alyssa Gillespie. Half her soul escaped in those flames and went on to live in a baby, in that girl of mine, of ours. 7 years passed before that half a girl returned to Silent Hill and made Alyssa whole again. Newly strengthened, she vowed to kill God. God, fetus nestled into the sacrificial girl's womb, was summoned with the usual rites. This was Alyssa's wish, no matter what the outcome, even if her own existence were at stake. That wish was not granted. My interruption meant she prayed instead for the girl's return. I alone couldn't bring her back. Dahlia did it. I only helped at the birthing ceremony to bring God out of Alyssa. Newly born God wailed once and was dead, all from that girl's, and probably Alyssa's, conscious resistance. That's not the end. After God vanished in a glow of light, Alyssa reappeared and gave me a baby. She looked a lot like that girl so long ago. That's when Alyssa was gone, dead. There's nothing I could have done to help. I simply clutched the baby to my chest and ran out. The whole thing felt like a dream, but I had proof that it wasn't. The girl was nowhere to be found, and in my arms, the baby. Now 17 years have passed. It feels like only yesterday, and again, it feels like a million years ago. I confess I had reservations at first about raising that baby. Could I love her? Her existence was thoroughly unexplainable. I confess I had reservations at first about raising that baby. Wait, I just read that line. I thought she could be that young woman who snatched away my beloved daughter. It led to sadness, anger. There were times when I put my hands around her tiny little throat. Several times I even considered abandoning her. That's what a terrible person I am.
You're kind of a terrible person, Jesus Christ!
Shh, don't...
Sorry. That was awful.
But I decided to raise her after all. I just couldn't seem to let her go. When you look at me, you laugh, so... Even now, I can't forget about that girl. But I love you. I have no doubt about that. That's all I ask you to believe. To my precious daughter, Harry Mason. There's a dead body inside this box thing. There's nothing interesting here. Except the dead body I just mentioned. Door doesn't seem locked, but I can't open it. Could it be rusted? I'm not strong enough to budge it, no matter how much I pull. There's got to be a way. This column here, wouldn't that work?
Rabbit costume leaning up against the wall. Maybe somebody got beaten to death and was just shoved in there. Maybe that big monster killed him? Careful. Heather also has a very active imagination, doesn't she?
I mean, that blood splatter is against the wall.
True. Also, yes, that red light out does kill you if it touches you. It's a flyer for some kind of musical for kids. Literally did it on this stage. Place is empty. Place is empty now. I bet it was packed that day. it's about Huey the horse, one of the park's mascots. A lot of information that I really don't need right now. About Kathy the kitty, one of the park's mascots. That's a lot of information I really don't need right now.
See, it's not just Robbie the rabbit. There are other mascots.
Yes, there are 3 park mascots. You never see anything but Robbie the rabbit for suits, though. And they end up getting mentioned in one of the later US-developed games, and don't play those.
Well, they end up getting mentioned specifically in Book of Memories, so...
Oh, that's right, Book of Memories. Please don't play Book of Memories.
I keep thinking there's another exit to this area.
There isn't a... Do you have a map?
Nope.
So yeah, there's 3 mascots to this park. And the only one we see, like, suits of are, Robbie.
Oh, I guess there's not another exit. Huh. Oh well, muting the mic again.
It's broken.
I'll call an ambulance.
What? I don't think one will come. Don't worry. I'm used to it.
You old fool! Getting yourself hurt like that?
Sorry.
Why did you have to do that for me? What'll I do if you die?
What'll we do if this god thing gets born?
Come on. How powerful could a god from a dump like this be? I'm sure it'll be no big deal.
Yeah, but anyway, something's gonna happen.
Who knows? Maybe we'd all be better off if it did.
But if this is how a god of mercy acts, I don't want to see any more of him. That's a pretty good reason to risk my life, don't you think? Plus, I'm just an old fool, right?
You think you're Superman or something?
You know, I always wanted to be him. Besides,
Yeah.
I want to help you out.
You don't have to feel responsible. I know it's not your fault.
You remind me of my son.
You said nobody was going to cry for you.
Dead people don't cry. Stupid kid got himself shot robbing a bank.
But why?
Maybe because his pop was a penniless good-for-nothing. Who knows? Anyway, now I guess I'll never find out. Sorry. I shouldn't have said you reminded me of a guy like you.
Well, maybe if you had compared me to your daughter. Listen, I'll take care of the rest. You stay here and I'll be back when it's over.
You'll be okay by yourself.
Hey, no problem. Besides, my dad's not around anymore, so only I can do this. What are you doing?
Maybe killing you here is the only way to end this nightmare.
Yeah, you might be right.
What is it?
I just came by to make sure you were still alive.
Sorry. I'd come with you if I wasn't hurt.
Yeah, well, I guess that's the problem with older guys, huh? I'll handle things. You just rest. Don't die on me, okay?
The rabbit's all smashed up. Car seems pretty heavy. What happened to the person inside? Client Claudia Wolf requests searching for then infant Alessa Gillespie, kidnapped by a man named Harry Mason. No word from police. Kidnap location unknown. Old Silent Hill newspaper article. Alessa Gillespie 7 dead in fire. Links to current case to be investigated. Priority low. Using alias Heather. Neighbors do not know real name. What is she hiding? Got Douglas's notebook. And it'll just examine it, just gives us the note again. Oh wait, no, that's new. That's new shit. Oh, okay, Jesus. Examine. Okay. I was representing if there's no word from police, connect location unknown. According to records, 24 years old. Client says looks 17. Plausible? Lived in Portland till 12 years ago. Got wrapped up in a murder case. Harry shot suspect. Justifiable self-defense, so no punishment. Moved away immediately after. Started to use alias. Apparently no connection with the criminal. Just some occult freak, slightly off from way back. Originally from Silent Hill. So, Harry's had to kill people coming after Heather before. Got the doll head. Symbol usually looks unnatural and weird. Here it sort of seems to fit. Still, makes me feel creepy though. Like someone peeking into my brain.
What is it?
I just came by to make sure you were still alive.
These photos of the dolls? Cinderella on the left and Snow White on the right. Something's wrong. Very loose and arbitrary clue. But, I mean, you only have 2 items in your inventory that you can use, so... Put the doll head in Snow White's hand. The red shoe in Cinderella's feet. That opens up our... Oh wait, not that. Other door. Not much of a puzzle. This is the dragon that guards the treasure chest. It's just a prop and not scary at all. So if you remember in the first Silent Hill game, Harry's save points were notepads. As it turns out, this is the exact same save point from the first game that was right before the carousel where we fight Sybil.
Or were you...
Or where you glitched the game out, like we did. Dahlia is the one who said it, that girl was a demon. That she took my daughter for a sacrifice. It's not totally believable. I mean, appearances can be deceiving. When I saw that photo in the hospital basement, I thought, that girl looks like Cheryl. Is that why I feel this way? Something's not normal, anyway. Nothing good will come of this. But I just can't think of her as a demon. Is it my imagination, or do I actually feel sorry for her? Why do I feel like she's looking for someone to help? Cheryl's what's important to me. Everything else can wait until we've gotten her back. There's a date and a signature at the end. Dated some 17 years earlier and signed by Harry. Dad? Horse is moving. So our goal here
To make the horse stop moving.
That gas they're breathing, by the way, hurts you. And it is possible to die if you take too long doing this, by the way, but it takes unreasonably long amount of time. Thank you for that raid, Nana. Sorry, we're in the middle of something.
Yeah, we're in the middle of beginning of a boss fight, so have fun with the meat carousel.
Beating dead horses time.
I mean,
metaphors.
Yeah.
So that boss can go very, very, very south very, very, very quickly. I was very lucky to be quick on my inputs, but 2 of her 4 phases, one, she has the handgun, and it only takes a handful of shots to kill you even on easy mode. And her final phase, she has a submachine gun, and if she gets a chance to use that, you might as well just give up and die. So that's why I was so persistent on making sure to keep her stunned or close to me, because her pistol whips don't hurt nearly as much as the gun itself. Anyway, she's left a message for us. It would be better for myself to die. After all, it's nothing to be afraid of. That child, that demon, when I think of the endless pain it will bring when it is birthed, I decide that instead of suffering in cruelty I endured in that sick room, that I would like to bestow a more gentle and peaceful death on myself. Why do I resist? I never thought of myself as such a fool. Alessa. I guess it's kind of strange for me to call you that, since you are me. But you know what? You and I don't think alike after all. It's not that I don't remember that sick room either. So, what we just fought is a boss literally titled the Shadow of Alessa. She is the manifestation of Alessa's memories and identity within ourself, since we are technically her reincarnation. And Alessa was trying to kill us because, by her perspective, just like Douglas said, maybe killing you here and now will end all of this. Heather's own sort of belief in that is what allowed Alessa to manifest. And thus, basically, we played out a physical battle of ideals. Alessa being like, you know what, if you die, we'll be spared suffering and cruelty. But Heather is driven by not just this will to stop the birthing of the cult's god, but specifically for revenge on Claudia. And she will not accept death. And by killing the Shadow of Alessa, we have merged Alessa's memories into Heather, and she remembers basically everything now. Stained by the evils of this world, we hold our sorrows within us. Only you can heal us these wounds. Each morning, afternoon, evening, and night, we call out your name and pray for the day of the miraculous descent. I give to you undeservedly my body and my eternal soul. Unreservedly. Sorry. Whatever darkness may befall me, I will endure with you beside me. As proof of your miraculous power, guide our obedient and willing souls to the road of paradise, O Lord. We will not give in to the power of temptation as long as we have you in our hearts. O Lord, save us with your compassion. O Lord, shower us with your blessings. O Lord, favor us with your abundance. There's something written on the door. The door is the gate which leads to the road to paradise. Embrace the bosom of the Holy Mother. Admit your sins and be forgiven. Eternal tranquility can be yours.
How did you get here? It was Vincent, wasn't it? He led you here. When will he cease his meddling? But it's just as well. Luring you here also serves my purposes.
Checkmate.
Not yet. The time is not yet at hand. The time when all will be forgiven their sins. When the paradise we have long dreamed for will arrive. After the judgment and atonement, an eternity of bliss. Oh, Alessa, the world you wanted is nearly here.
That's not what I want.
Not you. Alessa, your true self.
But I am Alessa. My little Claudia, my dear sweet sister.
Alessa, is it you? Oh, how I've missed you.
I don't need another world. It's fine the way it is.
But you said it yourself. The world must first be cleansed with fire.
But that's not what I want now.
Alessa, don't you want happiness? Have you become blind to all the hopeless suffering in the world? We all need God's salvation.
Listen, suffering is a fact of life. Either you learn how to deal with that or you go under. You can stay in your own little dream world, but you can't keep hurting other people. Besides, I'll never forgive you for hurting my father.
I wish only for the salvation of mankind. But for that to happen, the world must first be remade. And for that, we need God.
You self-righteous witch! No one asked you to help!
What's growing within you? You despise me, don't you?
You're damned right I do!
That's good.
Max and Chachi, thank you for the raid.
Yeah, thanks so much for that raid.
Salvation. God made time and divided it into night and day. God outlined the road to salvation and gave people joy. And God took endless time away from the people. A man offered a serpent to the sun and prayed for the salvation. A woman offered a reed to the sun and asked for joy. Feeling pity for the sadness that had overrun the earth, God was born from these two people. I'm reading these out of order, I realize. Origin. In the beginning, people had nothing. Their bodies ached, and their hearts held nothing but hatred. They fought endlessly, but death never came. They despaired, stuck in an eternal quagmire. Dang it. Read these in order. Creation. God creating beings to lead people in obedience to her. The red god. I'm going to pronounce this incorrectly, I know it, but
Sweet Shamada?
Suishobara, I believe? Suishobara?
I don't know.
The yellow god, Lobsylvith. Many gods and angels. Finally, God set out to create paradise, where people would be happy just by being there. Suishobara is obviously an Aztec god, and I don't know what Lobsylvith is, but it's from a completely different religion. The order is mixing and basically mixing and matching different mythological concepts for their religion here. Promise. But there God's strength ran out, and she collapsed. All the world's people grieved this unfortunate event, yet God breathed her last. She returned to the dust, promising to come again.
Hearing a sad. That would hurt that.
So God hasn't been lost. We must offer our prayers and not forget our faith. We wait and hope for the day when the path to paradise will be opened. Those paintings basically outlining the basic tenets of the Order's faith. I have Knight Tarot card. Save point.
Please forgive me. I know I'll be put to death for the sins I've committed. And I'll go to my death gladly, and with a peaceful heart. But please, grant me just a small piece of your everlasting mercy. Let me see my child once within your golden gates. Deliver me not to hell, but to purgatory. Allow me to atone for my sins there. I'll stand within the very flames of redemption, no matter how they burn me. Forgive me for my wicked act of revenge. And deliver the soul of my poor murdered daughter. Please, also care for the soul of the girl whose life I have taken. God, I am a child, trembling with fear as I stare at death. Soothe my tortured soul with your infinite mercy. Please, forgive me.
I forgive you.
Thank you, Lord.
Hiya, Heather.
You show up everywhere, don't you?
You make me sound like some kind of unwanted pest.
Well, who are you anyway?
Haven't you realized that yet?
Yeah, you're on Claudia's side.
I told you not to put me in the same category as that mad woman.
Well, you're pretty loony yourself.
It's true. We believe in the same God. But I'm quite sane.
So why did you help me out then? Was that also part of trying to resurrect God?
It's not uncommon for people to worship the same God and still disagree.
God? Are you sure you don't mean devil?
Whichever you like. The point is that now I really am on your side. I don't want God to be born. Wouldn't be convenient. Much too unpredictable.
So you've been using me to stop Claudia, is that it? Do your own dirty work.
My dirty work? I think we both had our own interests in mind. You hate her too, don't you? You're the only one who can get it done. I don't have powers like you two. Besides, I always hated getting all hot, sweaty.
Oh, really?
I'm just looking out for myself. Everyone does it. Huh. Don't stand there looking so smug. You're the worst person in this room. You come here and enjoy spilling their blood. And listening to them cry out. You feel excited when you step on them and snuff out their lives.
Are you talking about the monsters?
Monsters? They look like monsters to you? Don't worry. It's just a joke.
Oh, shit.
By the way, I forgot to ask you. Did you get the seal of Metatron?
What's that?
You don't have it? Leonard was carrying it!
You mean
Because she's covered in blood.
It's your dad's blood.
Oh god, that's alright.
Yes, that's it. As long as we have that, we're fine. Here, take this.
I don't want anything you've been touching. That's what that look says. Metatron.
Megatron. He said Metatron. Okay, so some things about that scene.
Vincent's a dick.
Vincent is a dick, but that thing he says where he's like, oh, they look like monsters to you, people have used that as a justification for a very bad interpretation of Silent Hill for a long time. Basically taking him at face value and saying like, oh, you only think they're monsters, but you've been killing people this whole time. And that's true of every Silent Hill game. Because Vincent, the guy who is totally never ever lying to you, totally said that and completely meant it. He's such an honest person, that Vincent, who is not at all creepy and misleading and deliberately vague about stuff.
Vincent's a piece of shit. I say I love this character.
Vincent is the least trustworthy person in this game, and he's not the villain. But yeah, he was messing with Heather.
Metatron.
You are not actually killing people in the guise of monsters. You're killing monsters. Anyways, I got this book, Otherworld Laws. Let's read it. Big old book I got from Vincent in the archives.
This is a big old book. I love Heather. Let's see. This magic square, strong protective and dispelling property is called the Viren's Seventh Crest, or the Seal of Metatron. Metratron?
It's spelt Metratron there too.
Oh my god, that's a big typo.
I'm not crazy, right? It's the Metatron. Can any Catholic correct me on this? It's Metatron, right?
Yeah, it should be Metatron, the voice of God. Not quite the voice of God, but
Matrixion. Anyways.
It will bring results regardless of whether the target is good or evil. Its strength, therefore, places a very high burden on the caster. As it is also difficult to control, it is not usually used. This is why it bears...
There it is again.
Okay, this is why it bears the name Metraton after the name Metatron, or Metraton, also known as the Agent of God.
I guess it can be both?
I have to look this up.
We'll get back to y'all on that, meeting the mic. There's a book on tarot here. Tarot was based on the 22 Hebrew consonants and is said to represent the entire world. Each card, numbered 0 through 21, has a particular meaning. By reading these cards, fortune tellers predict the future. For example, the first card, the Magician, signifies creation, wisdom, beginnings, or destruction and fraud. The second card, the High Priestess, denotes intuition, harmony, faith, or dogmatism and arrogance. According to some texts, the Gardener deck had more than 22 cards. The Gardener deck does not exist today, and is mentioned only in literature. It is said that these extra cards were based on the lost Hebrew vowels, and denoted an otherworldly transcendental existence, i.e. God. So?
It seems like Metratron is a sort of mistranslation, I suppose? Not from this game.
Like a biblical mistranslation?
Yes. Because Metatron or Matatron. So that may be where that comes from.
Okay. That makes more sense.
You want to finish reading that book then?
I already did.
Oh.
That was the end of the book.
Oh.
Anyways.
I'm sorry, I'm...
Moving on. All these bodies on the floor, wrapped in plastic. What a nightmare. I'm just glad they don't seem about to get up anytime soon. Corpse wrapped in some vinyl-type bag. This crazy mixed-up world has got me used to the strangest things. Easy for me to say. Still totally disgusting. I feel like I'm gonna go crazy myself sooner or later. Might even already be crazy. Who knows? What are you looking at, Heather? It's...
Just looking at...
Oh, that's what you're looking at. Hangman Terror. Nothing important here. I haven't looked too closely, though. I don't think I will. The door's open. Inside there's someone wrapped in a bag. Maybe... No, they're definitely dead.
This room looks just like Dad's. It's more than just a resemblance. Dad's not sleeping in the bed, though. Musty diary on the bed. Writing. Is this Dad's diary? Why would it be? I sometimes have the sense, even now, that that girl's a reincarnation of Alessa. I don't worry about it much now. That's all forgiven. You were unloved, Cheryl. Or was that Alessa? Now Cheryl is Alessa again. No matter whose reincarnation she may have been, that girl was my most beloved treasure. It was a mistake. At the time I thought of her only as a replacement for my lost Cheryl. She knows the truth. Will she feel bad? That worries me.
Thanks, Dad. So I was Alessa after all. But I do have just a trace of one more memory left. I haven't forgotten my sweet and gentle mother. She's saying that facetiously.
Yeah.
Looks like there's some kind of drug here, but there's just a name on the label. No description or anything. It's too risky. Never mind.
Oh, if you haven't been here before, that friend in the hallway was Valtiel, who has basically been tasked with keeping an eye on Heather. For reasons we'll find out later.
24 years ago, Dahlia used me to summon God. God was in my womb, but I couldn't deliver her. Then I was shut up here in this hospital room. I stayed here until Dad helped me out when I was 14. God ate away from me from within, driving me mad with suffering. There I was, wishing I could just die and be done with it. But I went on living that nightmare for 7 years. Looking at this bed just reminds me of those awful days. I don't want to remember them, because I'm not Alessa anymore. But Alessa is still me. I'm really not trying to deny it or anything. This picture of me when I was 7. I look bored and sad. Well, of course I do. I was always like that back then. Coming on the machine itself? No. Something stuck in this book.
Oh, and thank you for that quick ban there, Cursewave. We appreciate it very much.
I got the Fool Tarot card.
Glophitus.
This book, I feel like I have to read it, but at the same time I don't want to. Glophitus. Red liquid or crystals resembling blood. According to the Kabbalah, the name is taken from an herb with the power to dispel evil spirits. It is said to grow in Arabian deserts. It may be vaporized or applied as a poultice to guard against demons. It is powerful, but as it is rare, it is extremely difficult to obtain. A Glophitus was a key item in the first game. Crystallized blood. Little red tablet. When I asked Dad what it was, he said it's just a lucky charm. Then he told me to take good care of it and never take it off. I wonder why I feel sick inside when I look at it. If you were wondering, yes, I was lost, but I know where to go now.
Okay, sorry.
Obviously, it looks just like
Like
Harry.
Harry.
My sketchbook from 17 years ago. On the front cover, there's a picture of my dad. Really awful work. What's this doing here? Door sure does rattle, but it's stuck tight. Secret is hidden out of your sight. You may be thinking, what could it be? You'll need 5 magic cards if you want to see. What to do then with all these? I'll tell you straight, and I won't tease, but as long as you just say please. Now the first thing you must know is that there's something in each row. That is not the half of it. 3 would be too hard to fit. The upside down man under the ground. To his right, to his left. There's no one around. Leave him alone though, his tears are profound. The moon is up above the sky. Polar crescent floating high. Twinkling light sits like a crown on the head of a crazy clown. Your Excellency, praying to God Most High, do you think you can tell me why you always look up at the night sky? Do you have it now? You didn't forget? One major point you must not omit. Now, at last, before you take a whack, here's one more hint to help you keep you on track. Scary and hateful, that thing in the night. Better be careful, it's not on your right. Turn it to the left, and you'll keep it in sight. So you'll open the door? I'm just sure that there'll be nothing beyond it but frightening peril. Forget about that. Just stay and play, or else I'll be left here alone all day. So that long-ass poem is our puzzle clue for this door. We're going to eventually have 5 tarot cards to slot in there, and that was the clue as to how it all came together. This is a closet. It's meaningless to me. I don't have time to wax nostalgic over all these old clothes. I clothes from when I was 7. They don't fit me now. Good thing, too. Memo book. Something's written inside. She's just beyond this door. I don't know how, but I can sense it. But she's not the only one there. I sense the presence of something extremely dangerous, even sickening. Maybe what they call God. Nevertheless, I will open the door. Enough of this idle chit-chat. God, I'm not, but I fully intend to save her. No, them. Last entry was written some 17 years ago. Looks like Dad wrote this too. There's the brass key. Doesn't comment on the butterfly collection, huh? There's playing cards on the floor. Used to play a lot. Remember little Claudia always had a hard time winning. That made her cry. There's some sort of landscape. From again? Well, it doesn't matter. I used to take these dolls with me when I went to bed. Scarlet and... Damn, I forgot the other one's name. In fact, I don't even know which one is Scarlet. Okay, she's looking at the clue. Scribbling on the floor here is Alessa's. For some reason, she always drew monsters like this when she was alone. I used to draw of Claudia, too. A nice daddy and mommy in a fun school. A happy world where everyone smiled and laughed all day long. In short, everything we never had. Shelves are jammed with books. Top shelf has books on religious teachings and textbooks, serious stuff. The other 2 shelves are full of fairy tale books like Oz and Alice. Here's Mother Goose and Cinderella. Used to love these. Now that we have the brass key, we can move along. What a tiny chair. Can't sit in that anymore, thank God. Go home. Drop dead. Thief. This used to be Alessa's. I mean, this was my desk once upon a time. There's a writing on a notebook on the desk. Oh, there's a letter stuck in there too. Let's see. There's a girl named Alessa in my class. If your memory is any good, you may remember her. She's the one I said they called a witch. Most likely her mother is abusing her. I've never seen her come in without some sort of scrape or bruise. Her expression is pitifully dark for a 6-year-old. Something like this may not be so uncommon. Rather than coming up with pointless ideas, it's best just to watch and wait. But isn't there something I can do to help? I'm considering consulting a lawyer, but I do have my reservations. That's why I thought I'd ask you, my friend, for your opinion first. Kim Gordon. The teacher that was on Alessa's side in the original game.
Also named after a member of Sonic Youth.
There's a tape deck here. Looks perfectly usable.
We just so happen to have a tape. I've been holding on to. No label, but the tab's been removed. It might be worth checking out. Wow, that's something that no one's gonna get now.
Do you know about what happened here 17 years ago? You've been here a long time. You must have heard some details.
A group of pagans, blinded by earthly desires, spit in the very face of God. They tried to use the seal of Metatron to prevent God's awakening. But God drove the unbelievers away and threw them into the abyss. But due to their wickedness, God was unable to be born properly. And so, she has slumbered ever since, in the womb of the Holy Mother, until the time of the awakening. That's all that I know.
That's it, huh? Well, thanks.
Father Vincent, I heard that the Holy Mother has been found. Is it true?
Alessa has been found? Did Claudia say that?
Yes.
Then it must be true. Her sight rarely fails her.
Bless the Lord.
Maybe it's because of her great faith. But I could never be like her. I wouldn't want to.
Nor I. The truth is, Sister Claudia frightens me a little.
Well now, let's both show our faith by forgetting about this little talk, okay?
Yes, but does that mean this land will finally be the home of eternal paradise?
If God wills it, my sister. If God wills it.
So Vincent's been plotting against Claudia for a while. Not that that should be surprising. But he found out from another cult member about Heather. And you get the impression from that tape that Claudia is something of an outsider, even within her own religion. Like, they're all real super stoked. Well, not Vincent, but most of them are super stoked for this whole coming of paradise thing. But they don't particularly like Claudia, and they find her frightening. Keep that in mind. What are these letters? No, maybe a bunch of suggestions? People are starting to voice their dissatisfaction about Father Vincent using the organization's money for his own personal benefit. I've also heard rumors that Father Vincent has been extorting donations from some followers. Is he really the right person for such a position? I'm in no place to deny all he's done to make the organization grow. Even though we believe in God, if there were some sort of gathering, shouldn't we be valued not for our limited talents, but our talkativeness? Or our talkativeness, but for the depth of our faith? LS.
Leonard Shepard.
I don't think we actually learn who LS is. The name Claudia Wolf is written very small on the cover. Looks like this is her diary. November 10th. She didn't die then. She was born. I know that for a fact. That was loud.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Hold on, let me make this refreshing drink before we continue.
Stop it. Then why haven't I found her yet? They were supposed to need her power to build paradise for the happiness of the people. She was supposed to be reborn for that. I'd really like to see her. November 14th. Read the Book of Praise. I want to thank Father for lending me such an invaluable book. I found what I've been searching for in there, how to awaken God. But it's much too cruel. Will I be able to pull it off when I see her? November 16th. I was free all day, so I read a modern history of refugees and young slaves' child exploitation. I don't want to be a mere bystander in this world. I can't do anything now, though. That's what's hard. So we're learning a bit more about Claudia. Namely that Claudia is, she's very sincere about what she's trying to do. She really wants to help people by doing this. And she's like, sincerely questioned whether or not she had the gumption to go through with it, especially if she knew if it meant hurting someone.
Hey, she's cool with it now, though.
I mean, it's less that she's cool with it, but more that she's come to terms with her places having to do dark shit to make her paradise come true. And her loneliness without Alessa around is really profound, too.
Gotta break a few eggs and make omelets.
Well, there's our last tarot card. Just a candle.
Just a candle.
It's an old birthday card on the desk. So we're still hanging on to this. Little Claudia, happy 6th birthday. Loves you as if you were my real sister. Here's to you. So yeah.
Oops.
Well, that's unfortunate. Alright, last puzzle time. We've got 5 cards. We need to place them in that grid. We've got a hint on our memo.
My notebook. Notebook, where are you? Why are you sitting here? My notebook that contains the scrawlings of a crazy person is missing.
There's a go. Sketchbook.
I can't find anything to write with. 1 second.
Hold on, we're trying to find something to write the clues on.
Well, let me see the... How was the puzzle laid out?
Oh, you want to see the shape of the grid?
Yes.
That's a shape. So 3 by 3. And we have High Priestess, Hanged Man, Moon, Fool, Eye of Night.
Examine that one? At 22, that one doesn't exist. On his dog. Okay.
Just like her.
Okay, so I have the ones written down and sketchbook. So.
Five magic cards, say please. First thing you must know is
something
each row. That's not to have fit. 3 would be too hard to fit. So there's something in each row, but there's no row that contains 3. The upside down man, under the ground, to his right, to his left, there's no one around. Leave him alone, though his tears are profound. So I think he goes in the bottom center slot.
Yeah, it's the other. I'm gonna put the hangman there.
The moon is up above the sky, full of crescent floating high. Twinkling light is like a crown on the head of a crazy clown.
So where the fool is, the moon is above the fool. So
wherever the fool is, the moon's going to be right above him.
Yeah.
But once again, there cannot be 3 in each row, so the moon cannot be in the center. Your Excellency, praying to God Most High, do you think you can tell me why you always look up at the night sky?
I think I have it here. So
the priestess has to be in the middle. Do you have it now? You didn't forget one major point you must not omit. Now at the last, before you take a whack, here's one more hint to help keep track. Scary and hateful, that thing in the night. Better be careful. It's not on your right.
It's not on the
Turn to the left and you'll keep it in sight. So Eye of Night is in the top left?
Yes, I think I had it in reverse, so let's see here. Okay, let's see how that looks. The way I have it is Eye of Night is on the top left. High Priestess.
Oh.
You have to use them one at a time. So that one I have on the top left.
Top left.
Top left.
And Hangman or the moon is
on the top right. And the fool's beneath the moon. The High Priest I put underneath the Eye of Night. Get away from there! And then... Hey!
Hey, we were correct.
Get out of there!
Speed up, come on. Get out of there. Alright, puzzle solved. Moving on. huge fan here and get through.
What do I want? Well, for the two of you to die, that would be nice. Then I could relax.
When did you stop believing in God? God lives. Just look around you.
But I do believe in her. In my own way. I fear her, and I adore her. But I haven't lost my mind like you. You think that this is the work of God? Isn't this all nothing more than your own personal nightmare? Just like Alessa 17 years ago? If this really is the work of God, then I'd say she has lousy taste.
You mock God? Traitor. You will go to hell.
Not that again! Who do you think you are, claiming to know God's will?
Go home, Vincent.
Home. This church is my home. I built it with my power. The power of money that you view with such scorn. Although I admit that this atrocious scenery is all yours.
If you continue to get in my way,
Did you kill me? Well, the guest of honor has arrived. Let's get this party started. Heather, go ahead and kill this crazy bitch. This demon who claims to speak for God. The time has come. You can kill her now.
you'll go to hell!
What did you do?
Nothing important.
You're not going to run? I guess this is the end.
No, the beginning. As Vincent said, the time has come. Alessa, I'm saddened that you didn't agree to this on your own. But I thank you for nurturing God with all the hate in your heart. It's time for mankind to be released from the shackles of sin which bind them.
But a God born from hatred can never create a perfect paradise.
Happy people can be so cruel. Is it so hard to believe that sympathy could be born out of pain and suffering? Why do you reject God's mercy? Why do you cling to this corrupt world? You know that only God can save us.
And save you too? Happy ending? I'd rather go to hell.
No, I don't expect to be saved. And that's fine. Alessa, my dearest. For the pain that I've caused you, I deserve no mercy. Even if it was to save mankind. It was too deep a sin. try to hasten the day of her arrival. Sacrifices were made. And those are my sins.
If you feel so guilty about it, why don't you go to hell? Heather, use the seal.
Vincent? The seal of Metatron?
Now your stupid dream is over.
Oh, that's just a piece of junk. What do you think you can do with that? Do you really think it can kill God? I'm sorry to see you fell for my father's foolishness.
What?
You're pathetic. But God loves even you. Now, Alessa, there's nowhere else to run. Just accept it, Alessa. The pain will disappear. I've been waiting so long for this. Even as a child, I knew I would see the coming of this day. I knew I would be a witness to it. Judgment Day. Alessa?
Shut your stinking mouth, bitch!
So, at this point, you're prompted to do something. Now, you could just attack Claudia, because that's what you've been wanting to do the whole game. But you would get a game over state, because the god would still be born.
Yep.
So remember what we read about Glophatus?
And the thing that's inside here? Use. Yeah, jewel inside like a little red tablet. Just a lucky charm.
But once, we can use it.
What are you doing?
Dad.
She is nearly here. Alessa, what have you done? What did you swallow? What is this?
Looks like God didn't make it.
Stop! God is...
Claudia!
You can't do it, Alyssa. I will.
Claudia! Claudia! Can't be dead. I was gonna kill you. This is God?
Is that the end? I guess it's time to roll the credits.
Heather, is it really over?
Not yet. You're still alive.
Heather, what Heather?
Just a joke.
You've got terrible
I'm
taste.
sorry.
Heather, did
You don't have to call me that. I'm not hiding anymore.
You want me to use your real name? What was it again?
Cheryl. The name my father gave me.
You gonna let your hair color go back too?
I don't know. Don't you think blondes have more fun?
so that was Silent Hill 3.
We attacked and dethroned God.
Attacked and dethroned God. Heather after killing God, Heather enjoying her blonde hair. You know how the memes go.
So outrageous.
The ending has always felt a little on the silly side.
I've never really been fond, and that's the only like default ending too. Unlike Silent Hill 1, which had 4 different endings.
Silent Hill 1 had 4 different endings. Silent Hill 2 had, I think, 3 endings you could get by default. And there's not a huge variation between this ending and the other ending. The other ending, it turns out not to be a joke, and she actually kills Douglas. And then roll credits.
Yeah.
Also, the game easily could have ended without the last scene with Douglas, or at least added her breaking down about her dad to the scene with Douglas, so it would have a little more emotional weight. But
also, that's not how childbirth works. I just thought we'd all take that in for a second.
It's fine. It's fine.
My God. Where are children?
Then we're gonna just show that Godfeed is plopping down from underneath her skirt.
How was Babby formed? In the stomach, apparently.
They weren't going to have anything that would push this game's rating even further than it already is. There's just so much birth and vagina imagery in this game as it is.
Also, I really couldn't get over Claudia. It's like, wolfing down the fucking fetus.
Yeah, this is... I love this game. It's so good. Ending jokes aside. The emotional journey Heather goes through is really profound. I feel like Claudia is an extremely well-written villain. Same with Vincent, even though he's not really the villain, whatever.
He's not really helping things.
I love he just dies, realizing the futility of his plan.
Yep.
Kind of what he deserved.
I actually wouldn't like Vincent, shut up.
I mean, that's fair. I like all these characters.
Yeah. I've never really liked Claudia. Like, I understand why she's doing the things she's doing, but also fuck her.
Melissa Williamson, by the way, in this case is a pen name for Mary Elizabeth McGlynn.
Yeah.
Or not pen name, but pseudonym. And Joe Immerse is the one singing this song, and you should look up the rest of his stuff.
You should look up the video on his YouTube channel for Cradle of Forest. Please look that up.
Since we're not going to be playing Silent Hill 4 on the channel, do yourself a favor and look that up.
I think that's going to be our treat for the end. I'll do a window capture so we all can see this.
You want to wait till the end of this?
Yes.
I mean, we can certainly do that. Jesus.
What?
We'll just wait till it gets to the end credits, or not the end credits, but the results screen. And by the way, this soundtrack is on Spotify if you want to look it up. As are all of these Silent Hill games except for the first one, for whatever reason.
No, Silent Hill 1 doesn't have much of a soundtrack, to be quite honest.
True, but still.
Most of the soundtrack for Silent Hill 1 is industrial noise.
Okay, let's see what my results were. Holy crap, I got that many stars by default? I got a 9-star.
I think that's 6 big stars and 3 small stars.
Yeah, that's how it puts the little stars. Yeah, that's 9 stars total. I think it's because I killed so many people. Well, first of all, I got really quick boss kills. Except on Memory of Alessa or whatever. So yeah, here's the various star rankings I got for potential. Okay, so action level, you only get 1 star for easy. Freeze for normal riddle. Clear time, obviously not an ideal clear time, but I got an excellent time on the worm, the missionary, all the bosses actually I got excellent time on. Got gold stars for those.
I'm glad to enjoy it.
Thank you, Firespun. We are going to be sending this as a raid later, so hold up. Everyone hang out and chat. We'll be sending you to another channel here in a bit. Saving Continuer didn't get any stars for item numbers. I believe I found all of them, so I
think so.
Got all the stars. Enemies defeated by shooting, not much. Enemies defeated by melee, hell yeah. Total damage. I probably needed to kill more enemies with shooting. So yeah, that's a really good rank. Let's hold on. Where's the remote? You want to find that music video?
Yeah. Source 3. There you go.
All right. Can we? Yeah, we can go. See if we can't find that music video.
Okay.
So yeah, YouTube. Forest. Joe Romersa. The music video. There it is. Hold on, pause it. Do you want to full screen it? Alright. Head over to OBS. Done. Oh god. We have to adjust it. Whatever, just move it around a bit till it's in the center. No, just the picture in the center. Doesn't matter what else is in there. Alright, here's Joe Romersa's... Oh wait, we need to make sure that it's capturing audio from the desktop too. Need mute the PS2 capture. Is that gonna be the correct audio? Yep, there we go. Enjoy Joe Romersa being very Joe Romersa. What is he doing?
Deep in the forest night, children dance the waltz.
His facial expressions make it sound like he's making up the lyrics as he goes along. I love this song, by the way.
Yeah, I do too. But
this video is goofy as hell.
It gets better, too.
And yes, Triad, I did kill God with the stun gun. It's the weapon Harry gave us, so of course it's the gun, the weapon I was going to use last. What is he doing?
I don't know, but it gets better.
What is he doing?
Having a good time with Windows Movie Maker.
This is so good. I don't think I've seen this far into it.
I've seen the entire thing, all 6.5 minutes of it.
6.5 minutes.
I'm waiting for the birds.
His little dance.
Yeah. I told you this shit's gold.
Oh my god. What is this?
Art.
This is art. Oh, I'll give it that.
That's Mary Mills and Nicholas. Yeah, this is on Joe Romersa's YouTube channel.
Yeah, there's no words for this.
I'm waiting for the birds. You'll know what I'm talking about when it happens. And then suddenly butterfly wings all over him.
There's Mary Elizabeth McGlynn, looking sultry with a chi.
And holding onto a tree and...
doing her best Stevie Nicks.
She had no idea what to do with her hands.
I'm pretty sure they were given... Oh, there's a Kiryu Mocha.
Yep. There it is.
What? And he points at it. Why the flying pin? Who approved this?
Joe Merza.
It's a bird with the camera on its head.
Birds are fake. I thought I had made up the birds for a second. I was like, where are the camera-headed birds? I know they're in here somewhere. And I was right, there they went. Really, this is like Joe Merza having fun with funky Windows Movie Maker.
This is a masterpiece.
Isn't it?
There's a look on his face. It's the utter sincerity he's doing this with, and I almost feel bad laughing because you can tell he thought everything he put into this video was meaningful and artistic and important.
What?
But it's just goofy nonsense. I love this man though.
Samurai Druid. Yeah. Honestly, I love this. I love it. I want his coat.
He's actually wearing a really cool outfit.
Yeah, I just really want that.
What are you doing, Joe?
His best.
It's like he got confused at what he was doing for a second. I was like, oh, yes, the other way.
And she's on the swing now.
Like I said, dude's doing her best Stevie Nicks.
Sorry, that was unrelated to what's going on here. I have been farming Fate Grand Order. Well. There's...
Magical. This is a magical moment, and I'm glad we're all sharing.
Simply incredible.
Oh, and then the fetus in the fly trap. All right. All right. All right. All right. Okay. All right. Oh, fucking K.
Okay.
Oh, man. All right. That was Silent Hill 3, everybody. I'm glad you joined us for this journey and this very long stream today of various spook games.
Tyson is on playing Resident Evil 5. I was at Silent Hill 5.
I was going to send you all to Tyson's channel. They are playing Resident Evil 5 with Pip, I think is the name of the person they're playing it with.
I don't know who he's playing it with, but he's playing it.
One of their channel mods. Oh, I can put it in the right command.
Good, because I am very occupied. Wow, I told you it was a good way to end this.
But yes, thank you all for joining us for Silent Hill 3 as well as all the other spook games we played today. Tomorrow is very likely going to be Yakuza 0 because we have a
cool jacket.
We got a special surprise lined up for that.
Yep.
In the meantime, I'm going to send you to Tyson Sirius. Give them a nice Xanderkins and G hello when you get in there. Spam, like, bump emotes at him, I guess. Here, actually, while I'm here. Before I put in that command, Firespun Alchemy, since you've joined us for so many of these Silent Hill streams, I'm going to gift you a sub. In Yorokobe. I actually really appreciate your patronage for these Silent Hill streams.
We are going to be doing Silent Hill 2 next month.
Yeah, Silent Hill 2 will be in November.
Or we'll start it on Halloween, I haven't decided yet.
But So tomorrow is more Yakuza 0. Might do more workout streams leading up until Halloween. On Halloween, we've got a Discord watch party of the movie called Too Young to Die, which is a really cool Japanese horror comedy, I guess is the best way to put it. And until then, we'll see you guys next time. Have a wonderful night. Enjoy Tyson's stream, and thank you again for hanging out with us. Say goodnight.
Night, y'all.